Station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Now at 9, forceful winds, extensive flooding, high water rescues down south. Hurricane Adalia now a tropical storm threatening North Carolina after showing Florida what it's made of. Tonight we're getting a close-up look at all that damage and where that storm is headed.
Plus, a fight breaks out in Northeast D.C. as neighbors try to stop a carjacking in the middle of the day. Tonight, a witness walks us through what happened.
And a group of Maryland lifeguards recognized for jumping into action to save a child who almost drowned. How they're being honored tonight.
Our top story tonight, 5 teenagers, 2 as young as 13 years old, arrested following a string of crimes across the district. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris Flanagan. Now video of one of those crimes, a carjacking, now going viral. Our Mariel Carbone is live on 13th Street in Northeast DC. That's where the group was caught on camera attacking a victim Monday. Mariel, several people there jumped in to help and you spoke to one of them.
Yeah, and he tells me that he ran across the street from his house to right here where that group was attacking a person they pulled from their car. Now, he tells me that it all happened so quickly, about 60 seconds, and at a time of day when kids were getting picked up from school. It was a normal Monday afternoon with kids back in school at Maury Elementary on 13th Street until this happened.
We started hearing help, help. Police, police.
And that's when Sam Huxley ran outside and saw a group of people attacking someone.
I just wanted to break up the fight. Didn't know what was going on.
Huxley jumped in to help.
Hey! Come on!
A neighbor capturing the fight on his cell phone.
2 women came out of the black Camry. That was the car. One of them had a golf club and threatened us with it. When they peeled out, it looked like they were potentially looking to hit us. So, yeah. It was pretty scary.
According to a police report, the drivers of this black sedan were tailing the victim, seen driving this silver car. When the victim pulled over, the suspect car pulled around into this alleyway. Eventually, several people got out, approached the victim, and ripped him out of his vehicle to carjack him. And that's when the fight started.
If you see somebody getting attacked, you can't let it get to a tragic end.
A 13-year-old girl has been charged with unarmed carjacking in connection to this case. According to police, she and 4 other kids are linked to a series of crimes spanning the last 5 days.
I know it's complicated because a lot of them are juveniles. And when I picked the guy up, I could tell it was a kid I was lifting.
Huxley wants to see some accountability.
These kids got to be learning it from somebody.
And Huxley tells me that he's just relieved those kids only had a golf club and not a gun. Now, police say if this happens to you, don't try and fight like this. They advise to give up your car. Just let it go. It's not that important. That you should try and remember what the carjacker or carjackers look like and then report that to police as soon as you can by calling 911. Reporting live in Capitol Hill tonight, I'm Mariel Carbone, DC News Now.
Yeah, Mariel, thank you. Certainly really scary to have to think about that. And meanwhile, don't forget to lock your car doors. Police in Prince George's County sharing this video as a reminder. You can see this person tampering with cars. It's on Minor Street in Greenbelt. Happened around 3 o'clock this morning. If you know who this person is, detectives want to hear from you.
And now to Adalia. At least 2 people have died during the storm. The powerful hurricane has been downgraded to a tropical storm as it now moves toward North Carolina. This is video of Adalia making landfall this morning in Keaton Beach. That's a fishing town in Florida's Big Bend region area. You can see powerful winds there, just pushing waves over fishing piers as trees blow about. And the aftermath in the same small town, you can see here homes just ripped apart, the walls scattered on the ground. Debris everywhere. Zooming in now, you can get a bird's eye view of one of the bedrooms inside the home. The TV still mounted on the wall. And
drone video captures aftermath of Adalia's storm surge in downtown Tampa. You see water spilling over the seawall here onto sidewalks, flooding Bayshore Boulevard. Because it's almost impossible to drive, some people took kayaks to navigate the floodwaters, paddling on roads that were once sidewalks. And a wider shot here, just to paint a better picture You can see the kayaker here. Look at this, paddling down neighborhood streets as wind blows those palms off the trees. All right, for more on the storm, let's check in now with our expert, Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb.
And Janessa, before we get to our forecast here, you've been tracking Adalia's path. Can you give us a better idea of how powerful it is at this point?
You know, with that video, that looks like about 2 feet of storm surge. So it doesn't look like the storm surge really materialized with this storm. And I really think the reason being how fast Adalia is moving. We have a forward motion right now of a northern speed of 20 to 25 miles per hour. It is like breathing for air, this storm system. To get back offshore, it knows it will get its momentum and really gain some strength. So it's trying to race back into the Atlantic. It's out of Georgia. It's out of Florida right now. We're just seeing a few isolated showers at this point across Jacksonville. Really, the bulk of the moisture is sitting out towards Myrtle Beach, areas of Charleston, South Carolina. Our friends in Raleigh-Durham definitely dealing with a big-time flood threat for the next 12 to about 24 hours. Here's the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. Folks, this is going to remain a tropical storm on shore. That's really unusual. Normally, these turn into kind of this area of low pressure. It starts to crumble apart. This storm system is going to stay intact until it pushes offshore going into tomorrow morning. You can see by Friday, still seeing sustained winds 50 to potentially 60 miles per hour, and then it's going to make its same really commute out towards where Franklin was going, out towards Nova Scotia. So high surf still going to be a big issue across Richmond into the DC metro area and Philadelphia. So really this storm system has a little bit more ways to go, but as it pushes offshore, really not going to be a huge concern. And then we'll start to track more tropical systems that are headed towards the Caribbean. Here's the latest forecast with rainfall still across South Carolina into areas of the Outer Banks. We are forecasting a potential 4 to 6 inches additional, and then even up towards Virginia Beach, about 2 to 4 inches expected here in the next 5 to 6 hours. Really, things are going to start to get a ton better across much of the East Coast. We're seeing pretty lovely conditions here across the DMV. We have a lot of sunshine in the forecast. We'll get to that in just a moment.
Janessa, thank you. So let's look at more videos of Hurricane Adalia pouring in. So this is in Cedar Key, rather. That's an island city in the Gulf Coast. You can see the waves of flood water there, just crashing in, debris washed up in the street. A stop sign right there on your screen, almost underwater. Yeah,
pretty wild. Adalia tore through this mobile home community in St. Petersburg. Our sister station talked to one man who spent his day helping neighbors get out as water rushed into their homes.
So how many people do you think you rescued out here or helped out?
Oh, I've pulled out at least 25 people at least. A lot of kids, a lot of families keeping their kids, animals. People just don't want to leave their animals. So what do? You bunker down with them, and then when water gets in your house, you got to pull them out. You got to take them somewhere, so they're all stuck at the end of the road in their cars.
So this man says he started seeing water around 3 a.m. People started asking for help around 4 a.m. because water is just getting into their homes. He says the whole end of the park there had water up to his waist at one point.
How about your neighbors? How bad were they hit?
All of them. This whole park is at least one room of their house is flooded, at least.
Yeah, just wild. So 8 Red Cross volunteers from our area. They are staged in parts of Florida and the Carolinas. In total, there are about 400 volunteers from around the country. And once a storm passes, those teams will move in to provide safe shelter, meals, and emotional support to anyone who needs help. The Red Cross says because of stronger, more frequent storms, they've had to ramp up additional supplies and also volunteers. So DC News Now is keeping an eye on Adalia's path throughout the night. Coming up later on at 9:25, we're talking one-on-one with the reporter who's live on the ground. All
right, turning back here to the district, Mayor Muriel Bowser, local police and residents gathered for Beat the Streets today. The community event had food, resources, and a whole lot of music. Yeah, this go-go band made up of DC firefighters performing on stage at that event kicked off at the Wharf today. The event is meant to build relationships between law enforcement and people living here in DC. So in addition to some great music, vendors and local social service agencies were also there D.C. police say it was a perfect opportunity to engage with the community. They say it's a tradition. It's been going on now for about 20 years in the district.
So that should let you know that this kind of event has staying power. I see a lot of folks from 10 or 15 years ago out here still coming. They're still excited. We're already talking about next year. So I think it's important to keep those kinds of things going. It's the glue, the fabric that brings us all together every year throughout the summer.
Yeah, good event there. The assistant chief says this event, along with other events, can be something that the community can look forward to each and every year.
And all new tonight, 4 lifeguards were recognized today for saving a child's life this summer after almost drowning in a Prince George's County pool. So this happened back in June. The child is alive and well, all thanks to their life-saving efforts. Our reporter Yamari Sase spoke to them about how they feel about being recognized.
It was all hands on deck. Employees here at Hamilton Splash Park worked together to save the life of a 7-year-old child that was drowning. And although today they were recognized for their efforts, they say the greatest award is knowing that child is alive.
Actions of each of you working together as a team saved this child's life.
It was a crucial moment.
I saw him, he was just like flat down on the water. And really, I was like, it's like now or never.
When all their training and quick thinking went into action.
My mind was gone. I just knew I had to focus on the kid.
He wasn't really conscious. Like, he wasn't speaking. His eyes weren't open. So we did compressions. We used the AED machine. And after a little while, he spit up water. And he started breathing.
Lifeguards jumped in to save the life of a 7-year-old boy drowning at Hamilton Splash Park back in June. The child was immediately rushed to the hospital, and now they're doing fine.
Especially with all the resources that were there and everyone that was able to work together, and we were able to see the good that came out of what we were able to do.
On Wednesday, Prince George's County Fire Chief Tiffany Green awarded each of them for their life-saving efforts.
I wanted to see the kid. That would be my award, seeing him move and walk.
And their biggest message to everyone:
just be more attentive to your kid and try to give him swim lessons at least. And just bring awareness to the rest of your family and your friends that things like this could happen without you even knowing.
Fire Chief Green is encouraging everyone to take advantage of the CPR classes that the county has to offer. For now, reporting in Hyattsville, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.